Hi, this is Avara from Scrappy Mania, and today we're going to go over Zentangle. If you saw my other video, I showed you how to make this book, and if you notice some of the embellishments in my book, it had shapes and a lot of like doodling. Well, now there's a new thing called centango, and it's kind of a more formal doodling. It's mainly you create segments in whatever you want to create your doodles, and then each segment has a different type of doodle. As you can see, the heart I divided in 3, and then I just regular doodled around the frame. So these are my Sissic frames, and in order to give it a little pop, I doodle on those. Every single frame has some type of doodling, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because once you put it in the album and you put embellishments in there, it kind of looks good. Look at this embellishment here. And this is actually those stencils that you buy at Michael's for like 99 cents or 50 cents, those little plastic stencils. Well, you can use it, you do your outline, divide that stencil in, or divide the shape, the die cut, in segments, and then each segment gets its own little doodle. And here's another one. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I do at nighttime before I go to bed. I like to go into, I use my iPod, and I like to go into the YouTube channel, and there's a lot of good artists out there that has some doodling, and they show you how they do it. And so then I take that and I have a book. So this is my art book. So then I have a pen next to my bed with my art book and my iPod, and I go ahead and start creating some of my own unique doodling. So this is what I've done, and these are some others. Now I'm experimenting with shading. As you can see here, it has some shading, the coils. And then look at this one. This one was on the YouTube channel too. So you can do a lot of stuff with doodling. It kind of pops your projects. So I'm going to show you one. What you're going to need is actually, you're going to need some pens. And you need some micron pens, or any pens that have like a fine tip. Like this here. These are Martha Stewart. And actually, if you go right now, this week at Michael's, they had these for $3.49. Can you believe it? $3.49 for a whole pack. And all of them on sale. So I went ahead and got all of the colors. They had Lily, Bloom, and Autumn. So I got them all for $3.49. So go ahead, go to Michael's and check these out. I just got them Saturday, so yesterday. So they're still out there. So anyhow, so let's go back. You get one of your fine tip pens. And I saw this demonstrated in one of the YouTube channel, and it was basically a circle, and then she did a spiral in the circle. Then she did some ovals, so she's forming a flower. Then she did another circle with another circle in the middle and a line down, and another circle and circle with a line, squiggly line. Another circle with a circle and a line. And like I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, hers were very nice. Mine, it's okay. But it'll do. I'm not a real good artist. So this is good enough for me. Okay. And then she did something like that. Okay. So then, how I use that is I go ahead and created another one. I'm going to layer that on top, and see how even if you make mistakes or it's not the most gorgeous thing out there, once you put this frame on it, it kind of like gives it that extra oomph. And then another thing that I do is I like to put die cuts. So this die cut was with the Cricut, and it was with, I believe, the Cricut cake. I cut out this butterfly, actually the Martha Stewart. It's the Martha Stewart cake. I cut out the butterfly, I cut out the shadow, and actually what I did is I took 2 pieces of paper to get that double color, dual color there. Then I doodled on it, And see how nice that will look once I put it right there. Maybe I'll get a tag. I don't have a tag, pre-cut tag right now, but then you can put a little pre-cut tag right there that you can document the picture, and there you have it. It's a nice little frame. Let me show you some other things that I've done. I did this tree. I doodled on this bird. I didn't really doodle on this one, but this one, let me show you some of my frames that I did last night. So what I did is, I had my iPod with me last night, and I just started doing all these frames. This is another frame that I did. And I just started doodling. It's for another project that I'm gonna do. So I just started doodling. Look at that frame. Look at this one. Okay. And you can see that they look good. Even though I'm not the greatest artist or doodler, they kind of look good. There's another one. Look at this one. It's an experiment that I was doing. Pretty soon you start coming up with your own designs, and you really don't you really do not have to be surfing on the net for inspiration. And here, there's some more here. This one was very simple because I was planning just put a bird, line it up with one of these, or actually this one, in there. It'll look just nice. These are some other ones, and that's my last frame. So I did these all in one night, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you give doodling a try, or centango, whatever you want to call it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.